Hi there, everybody. How we doing? Very nice. Isn't it just beautiful today out here, huh? Yeah, I'm excited. California finally went back to having one season, just like all the new shows on Disney+. Yeah, shots fired. All right, is everybody excited for the final story of the day? Shout out the name of your favorite stories.
The proposal.
All right, wow, I heard The Proposal, which is lacking in creativity, as well as Deadpool. All right, I think I heard one person say it. I'm gonna do my personal favorite story. This is a beloved bedtime classic, and it's free use, so Disney can't be sued. Yeah, this story is Little Red Deadpool. Okay, everybody, that was an applause cue. Everybody's supposed to cheer. It's too late now. Wait for the next one. All right. Astigmatism is no laughing matter, people. Once upon a time, you know, it just doesn't feel right when I do that with myself. We should all say those magical words together. Ready?
Once upon a time.
I said together. That was bad. I'm just gonna do it myself. Once upon a time, Little Red Deadpool set off into the woods to bring her sickly old grandmother a delicious basket of churros. You see, Grandma was a real misanthrope who lived in the middle of a dark, scary forest in a beat-up old cottage. Not in a nice, clean, assisted living facility like where most of our meemaws are forced to live against their will. This seems dangerous, Little Red thought to herself, but she ventured off into the woods anyway, so that children could learn from her mistakes for hundreds of years to come. It's a real after-school special kind of cautionary tale. Little Red Deadpool skipped merrily through the forest, right past a whole bunch of unnecessary exposition, and arrived at Grandma's cottage. She opened the door to find her grandmama laying in a beautiful four-poster old-timey mahogany bed. I mean, this thing was hand-carved, just a masterpiece. Grandma! I've brought you a basket of churros! Grandma looked super weird. And it wasn't because she was overusing those weight loss drugs, Ozempic. No, it's because Grandma was secretly the big bad wolfie in disguise. Little delayed, but we got there. Grandma! What blue eye contacts you have? They're canon. And Grandma! What a retro comic accurate yellow costume you finally have! Shut up, Bub. And Grandma! What big claws you have! Are those vibranium? No! They're adamantium. Shing! Grandma's not Australian! At that moment, Little Red breaks off a piece of churro, drops the basket, whips off her cloak, eats the churro for the delicious sugary energy, and then brings down her katanas in an X formation. Oh no, it's not an Easter egg or anything, it's just a cool stylistic choice. Little Red looks over at Wolvie and says, "Bring it on, Peanut!" They actually leaped at each other. It was a huge fight. There were broken pieces of furniture everywhere, but nobody touched that mahogany bed. Again, masterpiece. The claws and katanas ripped through the mattress, sending CGI hay everywhere. Which is weird because regular hay is so much cheaper to use. But we are owned by Disney now, so spend that money. Eventually, both of the fighters grew exhausted from the mutually beneficial climax of the fight, and they stumbled down onto the ground. Little Red looked over at Wolvie. Churro? He offered it in his regular voice because falsettos are hard and I'm starting to get lightheaded. Yeah. So they shared that churro. They shared that churro Lady and the Tramp style as they looked around at all the destruction and pretended to see CGI hay. Little Red turned to Wolvie again and said, "You know, I bet we could fix this place up real nice. Grandma's probably willing to sell it. Gee, where is Grandma anyway?" "She's, on vacation." "Oh, that's not ominous or foreboding at all. In fact, I trust you fully. Do you want to be roommates?" "Yeah." And so they were roommates. That's right. That's right. Little Red took the top bunk and Wolvie was the bottom. And they went on to live happily ever after. And the moral of that story, ladies and gentlemen, is honestly, get to know your grandmother. Really? You can't tell the difference between some decrepit old woman in a bed and a huge jacked man? A huge jackman? There it is. Some of you took the second time to get it. Thank you all so much for joining me here for the final story. It's been a pleasure. I have absolutely nothing else planned in about an hour, so don't go looking for me in that general direction. But until later, thank you all for joining me for Story Time with Deadpool. Thank you all. Have a wonderful day. All right.